Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and I wanted to share my experiences with Sasuraibito Tarot. I have had this deck for just over a month, I'd say, maybe a bit longer, and I have been using it a lot. And I wanted to share my love for this deck because I think it's a really amazing deck and a great reader, which is, to me, I read for other people as well. So to me, I love always decks that I can use in readings that are quite universal, non-threatening, so don't have too scary images, because I think clients, querents, subconscious takes it in for some reason, and sometimes it's hard to take it out. So I prefer to use decks that I know that are kind of gentle in this way. And I don't mean to use decks that don't offer shadow side blockages, some negativity, but I don't particularly like to use decks that are very strongly opinionated. I love these decks for myself or for people that I know can handle it, but I know that not everybody is cut for that. So I'd rather treat gently. So this deck has awesome backs. I actually noticed that I don't use reversals with this deck. You can, of course, it's fully reversible back, but to me this deck is quite well balanced, and for some reason all the images speak to me in a very clear way. I will show you the deck without order just because I keep using it. So this is the Judgment card, and you might think it's a very untypical Judgment card. The reason for this being a Judgment card is that she's like covered in a cocoon, like a blanket of safety, let's say. But finally she realized that she can come out of it. So this is like heeding this inner call and heeding your calling, which I love about Judgment card. To me, Judgment card has a lot of energy about self-judgment and criticism in general, and transcending that judgment that we most often hold against ourselves, but also against other people or situations in our life. And I love the use of this kind of reddish pink color, because that says just, don't judge. Or when you do judge a situation, just make sure that you know all the facets of it, and sometimes we unfortunately cannot know everything. This is the Hermit card, very beautiful. You can sense this feeling of withdrawal, going to the mountains and looking ahead of you, but in a way your views seem to be blocked a little bit, so maybe this is not the time for great action or expanding your horizons, but rather going within and digging deep within yourself. Here we have Six of Wands, which I love in this deck. It's the sun and the rainbow, blossoming wands, a very beautiful harmony and energy of success. Ten of Pentacles has an interesting take. To me, this is like a good stability, also cooperation between people, good physical strength, good material kind of physical preparation and foundation to keep going. This is the last card in the suit of Pentacles, so it's also kind of hinting on keeping flexible and not being too stuck in your kind of in viewing the world, because Ten of Pentacles, it's very physical, it's very dense energy, so that's quite cool. Two of Wands, the sigils, and something, it's twirling, two wands, two branches, a kind of hugged and who knows what's going to grow out of it. But it's also kind of card of protection for me just because of those sigils. Seven of Wands, it's quite interesting. Seven of Wands, I know it's a card of perseverance, and maybe you'll be, kind of attacked, or you have to prune some of the shit out. To me, sevens are also cards of selective thinking, of selection in the process from 0 to 10. Sevens is about kind of choosing. If you have to wait, if you have to get rid of something, if you have to persevere and use a bit more strength to go on, if you have to maybe do some more research, or if you're not kind of being truthful to yourself from Seven of Swords, and so on and so forth. So 7 is kind of a point in the process when you have to get selective, use your magical thinking to move further in the process. The next card is Five of Wands. So it's this chaotic energy of fire. Two of Swords, she's very guarded. So this card to me implies this lack of connection to the emotional and some internal struggle that's going on in her head. And in a way, like really guarding her emotional self, guarding or blocking. Queen of Wands, she's got her black cat. I love the little Saturn. Yesterday in a reading for a client that came up as like intuitive heat, also the eternity sign. So she's gorgeous. So this is Seven of Pentacles, a blossoming bush. Maybe she's waiting for the fruit. Maybe she's deciding if she should prune it. Who knows? The Emperor, it's very classical take. A guy in a suit. The Hierophant. I maybe go faster because you've seen this. Ace of Cups, it's a gorgeous take on Ace of Cups, and I love how the water just keeps dripping and overflowing. So like fill your own cup, before you go off and share it. So the court cards are amazing. This is the Page of Cups holding the key to her own heart, So knowing what brings you pleasure, and maybe also bringing some news regarding the heart. The King of Pentacles, he's very grounded, like standing on the ground in this kind of silhouette pose, and depicted looking at the comets coming down, but he's holding his position, he's grounded and mounted on earth. Knight of Pentacles, a worker. The moon is really gorgeous, implies the sadness that can come up with the moon card. This kind of night sky, night magic, cyclical appearance of the moon, and this feminine part, receptivity, feeling, just sensation. Four of Pentacles, maybe this twist on the holding on tight to what you achieved, but when you hold too tight, you don't allow it to evolve. The Star has an interesting take, but it's like letting loose, just like floating. Page of Swords, eyes, eyes, eyes everywhere. The sword is up. It's this interest, the mental interest. Two of Pentacles, like kind of looks like two oranges. You throw them up in the air, and it's just a card of possibility, and maybe you have to make a choice. Or Six of Pentacles, a great energy, healing one card, and also I think this give take, and balancing this aspect. Five of Cups, not seeing the rainbow behind, and the two full cups. The Lovers are so intertwined that they kind of hard to distinguish. Three of Cups, very beautiful, soulful, community feel to it. The Hanged Man with the rain and a guy hanging, so very kind of typical depiction, but also with the rain, I think it's gives us this sense of it's not as great as it could be. Ten of Wands, I love this. It's like all on your head and shoulders. This ballast. My favorite, Ace of Pentacles. Love the bees, love the flowers, love her third eye, like kind of ability to maybe manifest her vision. I love this Magician with many hands. You have possibility to choose and do whatever you want. The Empress. Look at my nipple. But it's gorgeous, it's voluptuous, it's just very feminine, it's happy with her body, beautiful. Knight of Cups, great. A book of poetry and a kappa, very soulful. I love that Queen of Cups. I love her age. I love that she's got heart on her forehead because she thinks with her heart. Four of Wands. It's a structure starting forming, kind of connected by an energy, and you've got to develop it further. Seven of Cups, choices, and choices. The Chariot, it's quite powerful. It's this horse fully charging forward. It's quite, in a way, aggressive in its approach, but also full of passion and energy and charge. Ace of Swords, it's amazing, like cutting through dark clouds, bringing clarity and light into the dark situation. Five of Swords, watch out, you might be scratched, or you might scratch somebody. There's this kind of danger implied with the red also and the black. Love this Wheel of Fortune when it's on our chest, so how we should kind of direct our course, it's through our hearts and living our truth. Ace of Swords, this labyrinth writing, it's this amazing force to, embark on new adventure and travel from the middle of the labyrinth out, or vice versa. The Knight of Swords. It's not maybe my favorite knight, just a king, sorry, because it's a bit young for me. But in a way, I loved his cloak that has this starry night on it. So he's a decision-making guy. He's comfortable with his sword. He's, using it, but not my favorite. Justice. I love this Justice. It's, you see the truth and you cannot unsee it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So Nine of Wands, this card came up quite often for me and has to do with binding yourself energetically to someone. Like this meditation about cutting cords, when you kind of too attached to an outcome or to a person or to a situation from the past or from the present, but also it points to the strength. Maybe you have been broken, maybe you have been hurt, but you withstood and you went through it. Six of Cups, it's like flowers growing out of your chests. It's dreamlike, it's beautiful, soulful, soft. Seven of Swords in this deck implies some kind of danger or insecurity, or not being able which sword to pull. It might require from you to do some more research or check the situation properly. A Page of Pentacles, like making those paper origami things, so he's skillful with his hands. Eight of Wands, fast, shoot your arrows out. The High Priestess with the owl, gorgeous. Queen of Swords, I love her. So there is this kind of not sadness about her, rather peacefulness and encouragement to speak the truth. The Devil, he's the one who tempts you. If you respond, it's up to you. Knight of Wands, showman. I show you my muscles. I love the take of Eight of Pentacles with the studying and, acquiring more knowledge, working towards goal. The world, beautiful, voluptuous, I love the snake, the Ouroboros, and her going through. I love this door idea. Page of Wands, Wonder Woman. Off I go. Three of Pentacles, kind of, climbing your own mountains, but in unison with others, maybe a cooperation of work. Nine of Pentacles, she's cool. She's got the bird of prey on her shoulder and necklace from the pentacles and some kind of eye watching over her. She's protected, and cool. Sasuraibito, full, an old man with the young spirited heart, so keeping that childlike attitude. And Three of Wands, we got our ideas together and something will start manifesting from there. Nine of Cups, the heart chakra, the lotus, beautiful. I love this card and how she depicted it. Ten of Cups, beautiful fire and people, having drinks and lying under the night sky. It's the feel of community, being happy, being out in nature, no problems, easygoing. King of Cups, gorgeous. He goes well with the Queen of Cups. I love the aged King of Cups, pouring a cuppa, inviting you for a conversation. Two of Cups, could be a pinky promise, but yeah, it's also an authentic connection, and the lotus symbolizing the spiritual connection too. Eight of Swords, the dark clouds surrounding you and you feel kind of bound by your thoughts. Three of Swords, heartache, maybe caused by self-criticism, may be caused by betrayal, may be caused by your thinking and how you see the world. The sun, the man or boy is blinded by the sun, or maybe not, maybe he's excited about it, but I love the take on it, that there's also the shadow side implied. Four of Cups, I love her hair, how it's kind of like a octopus holding her, and she is not looking at the brighter side of life. She's just choosing to look to the dark side. The tower with the tree and kind of like a, sacred spot. So it's like sacred circle from the stones, but the lightning hits you, so something will get shaken up. Beautiful Four of Swords. You surround yourself by peaceful and positive thoughts and go within, withdraw, meditative. Nine of Swords, drama, drama, drama. You cannot take it anymore. King of Wands, he's, quite cool, quite stable fire. Strength, it's as if this person was protecting the animal self. Death, beautiful, like the spirit coming out. Gorgeous, very kind of haunting. Knight of Swords with the sharp knife can cut through the butterfly, so this is very sharp intellect. Has to be quick, has to be, to the point. Can hurt. Five of Pentacles, withering plant, kind of barren landscape. She's not very happy. Ten of Swords, typical swords, in the chest, you kind of dead. Queen of Pentacles, she's gorgeous, holding her little rabbits. Six of Swords, love it, this coming out from the water, from the drama, from the troubles, for a deep breath, and then maybe you can deal with the rest of the troubles. Eight of Cups, amazing, with cutting off the hair. We often do that when we split up with someone or when we move on from one stage of life to another. And Temperance is the winged kind of tattooed guy pouring cup from one cup to another. It's blue, so maybe it's symbolizing, this kind of peacefulness. So this deck is quite, it's as you said, as you saw, quite Japanese looking, but not overly so. So for example, I couldn't really get in touch with Delos Tarot, because all the faces were the same. So I enjoy that here the faces are different, that there are different facial expressions, and it's not that manga kind of style. And I use this deck extensively for people, and seriously, the feedback I get from the readings with these cards is very good. It's a great reader. It gets to the point and also gives you ability to go deep if you want to. But if you don't want to, if you just want to keep it quite simple, these cards are okay for that too, because they quite, they're not overly illustrated. They're quite simple and to the point. And to me, this is very important in a tarot deck, because I love the cards when I put them out. It's a little bit like in Lenormand, that I can see what I'm reading, and then I can go deeper if I want to. And so when you combine a few of those cards together, they are quite kind of clear, and you can read them quite easily. I did do quite a few emotional kind of relationship readings with this deck. It's very cool. It suits itself for any type of reading, really, if it's work-based, or I've done it for any type of reading, and I really highly recommend it, because I love it. It's a great deck, cool box, beautiful stock. It has the gilding, it holds off very well, and I connected with it a lot, and I didn't even think I would so much, because as I said, the Japanese kind of feel, I love the artwork, but it's not necessarily a culture that I'm particularly close to. But this deck has a nice mixture of things in it, so it doesn't really take you totally into this manga Japanese Asian style, even though it has the twist towards it. So if you like this deck, just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I speak to you soon. Bye.